A commitment, straightforward. One smoke. Smoke number 2 gonna be there very soon to try and replace out that Molotov, presumably, or maybe just not. In fact, it'll be a delayed smoke, and now it's all about Legacy trying to make their way back over onto the bomb site. They do not have kits, let's not forget, so this is not going to be easy. And a slow retake in through CT plant as well. That's for harder and harder. There's a smoke now. And do they just save? Latto does have a grenade. You could try and move through this, and Chase inside takes a lot of damage. Nobody's responded, but Dumao's already through. The jumping dualies with Vinny to play containment. It's Latto allowed to reload. Vinny trying to do the same, but a knife's been avoided. Latto saves him. Sansin, however, he's not missing a beep. The problem is the beeping of the bomb might be too late. It's right at the nick of time, but I think Legacy have it.
Yeah, just about, man. That was incredibly close.
He's going to be receding backwards. Lux doesn't want to take this duel, understandably so. There is an AK on the other side, but no way. Just wants one peek. One chance. Will not be receiving it.
He might. Just want to give him something here. Peeks with the FAMAS and best no way. Straight up. Eliminates his AK. Now Vinny looking to trade things out with the Glock. Not an easy task.
He wasn't given a deagle or anything like it. This was very much as heroic as it gets. Shay is next to fall. Vinny somehow does, in fact, trade, and they've got a bit more where that came from. A lot of very good damage and an M4A4 recovered as well. Now, you just have to watch out for that Palace Lurk. If it can find anything, that's huge. Nassim is distracted by the possibility. Try can peek out. The bomb is being planted. This is all going to hell in a handbasket. Descenti as well trades away. The bomb now planted in a safer position. Another gun recovered. Latto? This is impossible.
He's got a nasty crossfire to deal with. Now confirmation on his position as well. Oh boy. Running low on time here. Has to make a move. Has to get decisive. You're exactly right. No kid's going to mean no real chance as he inches his way around it, but that's a fast kill on Descenti. Unknown of where Vinny's location is. He's gonna wait to strike. You can hear that 10-second timer means it is curtains. And they win what felt like an impossible round, man. What a frustrating loss to rip away.
The repeats into middle are crazy.
Got themselves decent setup here. A lot of trust in Seam. Spotted out though. Now how do you get out of this position? Gotta call on for a little assistance. Flashbang play. Oh, that's brilliant.
Beautiful stuff, and now Dumao's gonna be given another chance. It's eco and eco action, and they're keeping everyone alive. Disaster has struck not once but twice, and the question is, can Try save the day when there's an earthquake beneath his feet? There's no stability found. Lux continues to deliver. 4 alive.
Now you got all the tools to work with in a quick redemption. Sadzin getting aggressive towards top of middle. Chance here sticking around for quite some time. A whole lot of shots popped off his way, and he falls.
B-side is going to be put underneath attack by 3 players pretty soon over here as well. These are upgraded weapons. All comes down to Latto and what he can find. There's 3 members shooting back at him. Lux now manages to come over and add a bit more suppressive firepower, but he's lost his teammate already. The bomb set can be taken. Tries covering up the cross. He can get these shots, but he doesn't land it. That could be the chance that they've just given over to reclaim this lost lead. Lux will find Descenti moves back to the smoke, buying time and space for Nassim and Dumao to cross over. Nowhere still fighting from inside the site, and Try simply cannot get the shots necessary. He's still there, let's not forget. Nowhere trying to distract. Everyone is so damn low. He turns away. It might be done. It might be over. The bomb tap. They need to peek. They will do so. Vinny loses his life, but they know the defuse isn't coming through. It will still transpire. This time with the kits, no questions asked. But man, it gets close.
It's scary right there.
This would be the time to try and turn your fortunes and fates around. A miss incendiary early on will not be punished, will not be spotted. In fact, but it will keep Nassim and C I'm on the smoke is good, but it might allow Vinny to go exploring up connector. Ooh. Damage is great. Domao is on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, punching holes right there in that smoke so that he can get visual. And eventually he tracks his target. Beautiful opening from Vinny to start things off, giving them a little bit of assistance early. Now he makes the active move here, trying to bring this round back into possibilities. Nassim with some aggression, but no avail. Sadzen under the crosshairs, sneaking right underneath. So he doesn't activate from Ticket Booth in time. This one falling to pieces. When the guns get brought out, Imperial pluck them apart. Try's got a nice, pretty background, though, I will say. Oh, it went away now. Well, got a nice view. The T side off the reaction here. You know, they hear that flashbang, they hear the footsteps, and No Way doesn't get spotted, so now you can set up a flash from Try, and he's gonna have a perfect pop run in Nassim.
Nassim needs to just get them killed while blind. Will not be the case, and although he has some assistance coming in, now it's time for Vinny to strike. A Molotov underneath and doesn't cross back, so Sadzen will not have a chance to trade this duel. He cannot afford to pull out an incendiary of his own. He's already low and he's lost his teammate. Lux is gone. Sadzen already a dead man, and Lato realizes too late he's coming into an unpopulated bomb site.
Financials a little bit low. Imperial have been able to convert a couple crucial gun rounds. Now back to his mid antics, so once again.
Barely deals any damage because Imperial's trying to accelerate so fast. Jamal will have to play a little bit more passively inside connector, but he's been pushed down. Vinny with the Molotov will trace him away. Sadzen elsewhere finds No Way, but little does he know there's another player where that came from inside A main. That player is not yet to commit, and Che, looking to trespass into B, will be met by Lux instead. Imperial, despite looking like they had a good start to things, losing that extra man back in A main is really where the dominoes start to fall.
Yeah, I felt like the reins were let off right there for all of Imperial. They do a temperature check on whether Legacy's ready for that or not, and the answer is they got their feet planted. Vinny the only one coming out successful with his head-to-head. And now Try looking to do the same. Sadzen might have let him sneak a little bit out of Palace at the moment. See if that causes any vulnerability. Especially if he gets this kill into Sadzen. Gets an AWP for some. Is he actually holding this angle? He is. Wow. Walks back turned into Sadzen's op. Easiest kill for him.
Neither is Imperial.
They're doing that, you know, same exact setup. It was on scene in that last round, right? So they're kind of running it back, but it's going to be a very similar situation of needing Lotto to have a massive amount of impact. So Vinny setting up for the catwalk split. Cut off potentially the rotates here.
Ooh. He's going to be able to find Lux. That's massive. Domao nearby. Vinny sends him away. All down to Lato. And it doesn't feel like he's going to be giving anything. It has to be a safe consideration already. Lato knows he's a dead man. And with the Molotov confirming that, I'm surprised that there's even the thought of Sadzen going forward. His footsteps have been heard. Vinny's still on the hunt. Nassim nearby, and Vinny spotted, finally put down. He's basically won this round for them. And he's really been making up for the fact that, you know, we haven't necessarily seen the best of Chase so far. And what on Vinny is 9-6 right now. He is more than putting up his numbers. Hopes to close things out. Legacy will not be conceding an easy round at the very least. Good nade. Better follow-up. Nassim here to finish off Try's cheeky early peek towards A.
A little bit more activity there, but Nassim wants to double dip. And that's where he's traded. Punched out of this one. Here, Lotto's got the boost on lock and not going to let Che slide in.
That was not in time. Boost had to be a little bit earlier. Lights not taken over there either. Domao knows there was a second player nearby, courtesy of that initial boost, and Imperial have basically lost a round off of that. The Senti pulls out the tech. Sadzen elsewhere where the AWP is trained in. Vinny could go for this. The straight pre-fire bomb site is open. He can plant. He can plant. He's not going to, though. This is going to be difficult. There's
cut
no
off
rotating
his
into
help.
market. The problem is that he's already going to be losing out his teammate. Maybe not. Decenti is running. He is on the move. He knows. He thought about Lato's position, but it will not be noticed. This is a bit too long. It's a bit too late. Lato might still be able to get the backstab over here. He will. Decenti was low, otherwise there was a chance over there. Now Vinny knows. He knows to be careful of apartments, but does he know how many players are coming in from here? A 1v3, a kill already found. Needs to be the full quad. Waits. Nervous. Suspicious. Paranoid. Every angle comes back to haunt him. Every angle calls to him. But right now he's letting the bullets sing, but his voice will not be heard at the end of the round. It is a beep, boop, bap. That's a defusal of the bomb.
Say so.
Okay. Some people call it a curse. Which will it be? Legacy? A-side execute is something we've seen really a lot of. No way. Force into the smoke as he is taken down. That was really the only man to worry about. Dumao has to worry about his own feet more than anything else. Probably planted. It's okay. Maybe he saved his own life by not fighting into CT.
We've seen how that can go in the past. So they avoid that here. In the hold for the re-aggression. Bomb planted once again for them. So they have to wait for this flank to arrive, but since he's going on that long flank here instead, and that's going to buy a lot of time off the clock.
Seems not ready for it at all. Sanson might be able to find that first duel over here, but Nassim's going to be a dead man. He still finds one kill. Decenti's made a meal of it. There'll still be some responses from Vinny and the like, but unfortunately, timing's just a tad bit off of each other. Legacy. Jokes aside, though, it is 8-6, and Vinny has to hope it will not be all him. For the CT side, a try will have the AWP. Che needs to find a little bit more impact going into the second half, and the guns are the way to do it because utility isn't there. Try, that's what I'm talking about. Early peak, early kill, and Vinny's hoping to add maybe a little bit more zest to this sauce. This sauce, though, instead has his blood mixed in. That doesn't seem hygienic, but maybe it's just what Legacy wants.
See if the T side reads into this.
This might be a save over here if Noe doesn't get a couple of kills. I mean, Decenti feels like he has to take this peak just once, and that one kill could make a difference. They're not going to be paying attention to Noe. Decenti just has to stay alive, but he's pushed forward instead. He's given up his life. Lux is so ready for it. Are they ready for Noe? If Che's nearby and he can get the backstab onto Lato, Lato's not ready for it at all. They're so distracted, but they might not be needed. No Way finally comes in, the hidden Viper, but turns out it's really Che who's the dragon. Try is fully trained into a main, and I will say that feels like you don't have much support. Oh dear, I was about to say that you don't have much support for Vinny in middle, but I didn't realize. Oh my days. You talked about the unidentified flying object. Vinny, unfortunately, right now is the unidentifiable dying object. Now shuts him down, and into the site he goes, hunting for more, but Lato's the one delivering. Death Try finally gets to activate, but it's a done deal. It's a grenade to the back. It's 50% off on his health, and he didn't know that he was being put on sale.
Save site 100% free of CTs. And they've got a little bit of an idea here, an inkling to make a move in, but as that molly gets tossed in, they don't get anything out of it. Che never gonna activate through the murder hole, and Imperial gonna save with a lot of value here. Now Lux might look to cut things off a little bit. Eastside not with too much money though. That smoke not gonna give him a chance. And Legacy maintain their lead though with that.
There are smokes available for Legacy, but the problem could be the HE from Decenti as well. Remember, there's 2 flashes and an HE, so it won't be the easiest to just hope to block off CT in this way that you want to. 35 seconds now, and it might need to be a quick commitment in. The flash will allow it. No Way goes forward, gets the first, and evades capture. He's somehow alive, fights for more before the Molotov will bloom. Still 2 more players nearby. Keep an eye out on the firebox. Che is hidden away. He is hoping to go uncleared. And with 15 seconds, that might be the case. He's not been checked for. The bomb's not been planted either. Che gets one. How does Dumao get them both back to a 1v1 and be off on the other side? 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Time is running out, buddy. And you've chosen the wrong side.
Oh my god, he thought he was rolling up CT right there, but try.
Yeah. Shout out to Tony for giving us that bit of info, by the way. But now Vinny wants to accelerate. He's all about the fights. He's all about pushing through. And with the incendiary up top, he actually gets himself a very favorable duel. Lux is pushed out of position, and Nassim is feeling desperate.
Oh, man.
Nassim has had next to no impact on this T side. Unfortunately, has not really transitioned forward effectively after the early kills he was able to get in the first half. I'm going to take this time to request from Tony to find out how many kills he had at the end of that first half, or maybe just how many kills he's had in the second. Either one works, because I am curious about Nassim's performance.
We're getting shut down here. It's big shutdown. That's exactly what Vinny was hoping for.
Yeah.
Getting active in towards middle. I love that tries posted, or rather, no way was posted up on towards, I mean...
It's actually a really good read as well from Vinny, because
right?
Yes, but it's a great read from Vinny as well, because there isn't that initial time period where maybe you can get a sideline onto a player pushing connector. Most of the time, if you have the best spawn, I'm not 100% sure about it, but I think you can beat the timing with a flashbang or two. And with the incendiary place immediately, he's just able to isolate Lux. Beautifully done. Now it's an eco. Now it's time to pick up what you've been putting down.
On this A side of things. Now he's in connector trying to deal with Dumao.
Look at how much utility they're expending just to make sure that there will be no support coming out towards that extremities. Dumao continues to be a menace, but this time doesn't get the kill. It's through the wall. Dumao and Lux will still be very far away when this A side hit starts to come through. No is in a great position, but it's a shot that still needs to be hit, and I don't know if he's up to the task. Not always been the best at these, and Dumao's managed to catch off Decenti as well. No way, caught in panic, will spend this smoke early. There's 1:05 on the clock, but the T's are running out of util. Vinny traces out the opposing IGL and looks for more. He's not worried about Dumao on the back lines when he can just deal with what's in front of him. Still fights through. Dumao will take him down. Advantage for CTs maintained. No way only had to hide and care about Nassim, but Nassim now comes through his first kill with a gun. On this T side, brings it back to a 2-on-2 equal situations, but advantage surely goes to the T's.
I think that here, 30 seconds left, leaves him with a lot of time, but the cutting of noise is always going to be in the back of Imperial's mind as that internal clock starts to tick. And is Che going to inch his way forward here? He is. He's spotted now.
They know the bomb's been picked up. There's that one flashbang that's been used up. Tries still hunting. Tries looking for that head. He knows where Dumao is. They need to start swinging. They can't trace Nassim before he's found cover. While Dumao is still hunting for the same. A flash to blind up try and a second chance. It's given up but missed. Never said it's easy, but he had to get them. Now when he finally does, switches out for the M4. Taps the defuse, but he gets tapped in turn. Nassim takes it away. 2 kills at the most critical juncture when he is called upon. We're looking to fight again. No, Decenti's trying to get the jump up. Will not be able to do so, so just goes for a straight up boost. Tries going for a fight down under. He's hunting for Dumao. They know it's critical, but this is so fast, but it won't matter. Decenti still gets the better of them. A grenade as well to help out Vinny, and look at where Che is. It has fallen apart. Legacy thought they had the number, but when they dial it in, they ended up being the ones who were getting prank called.
Yeah, no one surprised by that. They try and keep the aggression so forward right there up catwalk, and I thought it should have worked, especially with how delayed. And that HE of the smoke draws in more distraction. Legacy went for a huge gun punch in that last round, and instead Imperial blocked it and sent it right back their way.
Last chance of a hair for Legacy. It has to be with Tech 9s. It has to be this A side. It has to be Vinny taken down, but it will not be. Their offense has crumbled. Sadzin will receive compensation. He will not receive the map, not of the way this is going. Lux has a chance perhaps, but he's been heard. Information must have been relayed. Surely. But Trey's worried. He checks back inside the B bomb site. They don't know where he is. Now they will. And with that, it is over. Legacy, last man standing and not for long. Sadzin, underperformance in this game will lead to death in the end. It is Imperial to take their own map pick. Head-to-head, obviously keep in mind, but we also have to be keeping an eye out for players like Nassim, who unfortunately T-side had 1 or 2 rounds where they had impact, and other than that, were just kind of absent. Extremities players are going to be incredibly important on a map like New Legacy. Will need that activation should they want to equalize.
To start right into this T-side.
Ramp hit. Chase ready to intercept. Good for 1, no more than that. Dumao, however, has Lato nearby. That's the benefit of having a brother who's blind but can still shoot while he is. Flashed up, still gets a kill.
As we said, difficult to do, but looking easy. They still have to take this control of double, and falling victim to CCT, who slides in and offers up a quick pick. Lotto catching him as he tries to step forward, trying to provide coverage for the bomb plant, but hey, you don't need any coverage on A, so that's where they're gonna head right there. Up the ladder they go, playing fast and loose into the A bomb site. This is going to force a bit of an awkward retake.
Is a little bit unwinnable. At least Norway has prioritized to start to come in from behind. Try's going to be flanking as well, but if he hadn't gotten that initial shot, Lato... Oh my god, he's gone. Never mind. Dumao's position known as well. Try's not done yet. He's hunting. He's hunting for 3. Will not be giving them, but he's happy to take the defuse in instead. Deserved.
Deserved indeed. Yes. That kind of pressure put on Vinny's shoulders was an effective rotate down the vents. But Nassim slid his way through. He has successfully so, unidentified there down the vents. Gonna look to surprise Vinny here, and that certainly is the case. Beautiful work on his late lurk for a player that we highlighted was going to be under the microscope in map 2.
And for good reasons, because he finished map 1 with a 171 rating, right? So I think that is the best kind of microscope you can be underneath. It's a lost round, and I hate to say it, it might be because of that 1 grenade that was missed. It's very rare that I will be saying that about an HE, but there were 3 players trying to cross behind the smoke. It's genuinely just another footstep, and it would have been all of them made visible. I don't know if you win duels, I don't know if you take duels, but you know what's happening.
Yeah, on a map where information's everything. It did feel like they had a good understanding with the Vinny rotate down in towards the lower side, but he never really got a chance to activate for Nissim, who got aggressive through the squeaky door. See how often they can kind of crawl their way through secret, which is such a difficulty for the T side. Such high value real estate.
Go round to start to put underneath your wings, but Descenti will trade his life for a nade. It's a 1-for-1 that the CT should be relatively happy with. Not normally something you say, but given the state of their weaponry at this point, anything that makes things scrappier might be better.
It's the lack of weaponry here. Try and play a bit gambly here. This setup, though, from Vinny. Flashbang, going to be good for him to isolate a fight. And now your mini player can then strike up next. No, it might be showing a shadow, but doesn't matter. Still covered off, and they coordinate that duel perfectly. Che does go down in the ramp room. Maybe too little, too late. So that's putting a lot of damage down range. And he's still healthy. So there's still a chance. But the issue is bomb is down, and that's going to make his job very difficult. Especially if they string things together. You got to be careful. You don't want to go down after time, Sadzin. He's able to stay alive there. Che might be under fire here early with his molly down already. Gets a smoke off, but I don't know if this is going to be respected. And Che's already conceding the space.
He's understood. I'll try to come over. Flash has been dodged. Tribe repeats. Back in. What a spray. And he's not done yet. Is 3 guaranteed? Maybe 4 on the line. Will not find it. Lux finally punishes, but he's already lost more than he was willing to risk. 4-on-2 now for Imperial, all off the back of their Argentinian man.
I was just about to say, that's a perfect rotate if Try had an op, but I don't know if he's going to be able to handle it with an AK. It doesn't matter what gun he has. He is in the right position at the right time. Whatever tool he has at his disposal, he's going to use it effectively. Che back against Silo. Steps out. Doesn't get a kill, though. Lux reacts in time. Down to 6 HP, but a little bit of a saving grace here in this round.
Where's the bomb going? Okay. Toss it over for Lux to pick it up. Descenti will find the duel he needs to. Nassim taken down, and Lux is a dead man. He knows it as well, but maybe, just maybe, he can fight from beyond the grave. Vinny prevents it. This zombie's been put down.
Kept at bay here with some decent utility at the moment. Trying to get explosive on this A play. Maybe sneak down the vents once again. It's already been able to do it. This time successfully so. Once more, 3 down. And not a single point of damage taken here. So, fantastic opportunity. And Shea blasted once more. They've got side access. Bomb planted. 4v5. The CT side's got to pick up the pieces quickly.
City side might even elect to abandon the pieces over here. But no, Vinny's kill changes that. Look out towards how many people are still in upper A. This is still a slow retake that they're planning out. Descenti is really relying. What? He did that in Mirage. He's done it again. And now there's only 2 more to deal with down in this lower bomb site. Dumau wants to cross. What a shot from Dumau! Doubles it up as well. No longer time. The CTs are out of there.
Dumau saves him. They were sticking that bomb right there. If there was any more out of Descenti in that position, it could have been tragic for Legacy instead. With the auto shot again for no way. Return. Again, you know, Zadzin doesn't really have to worry about the presence of an op on the other end of the server. But he doesn't have to worry about Troy and his aim. Vinny with the activity. I think taking that molly, as you can see, Vinny starts to get a little bit cautious with the smoke spam. And there's another HE to blow up in that smoke. Dumau denied access.
Oh my goodness.
Trade back there.
A trace try, that's fantastic, but they still have to deal with 2 players in the lower bomb site. A reroute back to A would be golden over here, but they're not expecting a second peek back out from heaven. Lato, not aware, but neither is Shay. Shay doesn't see anyone. He's made the call. Go back down.
Give them some positions that they can work from to defend this A site in some form or fashion.
They're coming back in, though, and there's really only one gun with which you can fight up into heaven. Che has to win this duel. He gets the chance as well, but despite an exposed head, he will not be able to find a victim. Smoke down, drop down, in they go. Smoke back out towards hut as well. 15 seconds, the bomb can be planted. There is no way to interrupt. Vinny will consider climbing up into the smoke to see what he can find for this late post. No, his XM might not be the most conducive in a position like this. Lato will find Vinny dancing in the dark. Shuts him down, trips him up, and steals his dancing shoes afterwards as well, just for good measure.
As you lose that heaven control, you got to know when to call it quits. Oh my god. Sitting on these exits here. They're pretty sharp in denying some saves.
Imperial been forced back to the save. It is all down to Lowe and Che to see if there is anywhere where they can try their fortune. Well, their fortune's been tried, and Lux is the one on the receiving end. There's still a trade. Lato is a bit worse for wear, but with the XM on the ground, there is no longer a true threat. You'd think that, at least. But Vinny and Descenti have managed to reclaim the XM and woo, straight to the face. M4 won't do that for you, buddy. I'm telling you.
Smart reaggression. Legacy are still left outside of lobby right now, and Descenti pushes in to take that control back. This is a very tough shot ahead of him, though.
Spots him out, pre-fires it as well. Dumau walks into the spray, and it's suddenly back to a 3-on-2, and Descenti's not necessarily done yet. He's worried, rightfully so, about that latter position.
That's gonna be easy pickup.
Dude,
Tapping the toes.
Is going for a play that he just doesn't have HP for. Descent is going for a play that he's got all the hands for. They're just built different right now.
That's a brutal loss for Legacy to take. Bit of a traffic jam in towards Heaven. It's going to be a fast A play, so they got to sharpen up a little bit.
Oh my god, Snowway gets another chance to be able to peek forward after doing damage initially, still gets the kill. This Tech9 and company needed the frags, and they're not able to get them in their ascent to the bomb site. Domao is a ship inside a smoke, and although he gets a kill in the end, the bomb has been planted by Lato, and AQ recovered as well. 3 versus 3, almost thinks about shooting his own teammate, but decides against it, understandably. Not an easy retake for the CT side. They do have a smoke. They've got the kids, but the off is the problem. Playing out towards Heaven. Nassim's dealt with one as he really recognized Try's dropped down. Now he certainly has. Try beats forward aggressively. Will find the initial kill. A re-smoke down over, and Descenti needs to find the frag inside the smoke. Good for 1. Good for 2. Time for defuse. This is Imperial. They've got it done.
Do they? Yeah. Just about right there. Absolutely terrifying, but just enough time.
It has to be now. For Legacy, you lose over here. It could be the entire series gone by the wayside. Descenti considering a push, and it's a grenade to try and enable that. He'll go through, and guess what? He's about to find Nassim turned around, the freest kill of his life. Lato, in the meanwhile, had to fight a bit harder. And it kills the kill, and he'll take it 4 versus 4.
I mean, full lobby control. No way he makes this call.
No, they've turned! But Lato still checks it. That is a miracle. An absolute miracle that Sadzin gets away with his life.
Oh my god, Lato's got your back, Sadzin. Don't you worry about it. Cynthia almost took everything from Legacy again. Again. For the 4th round in a row, he was looking to do it, but shut down eventually. Lato has been able to provide that coverage, but can they get past this round? There's still 45 seconds left, but that is leaving them with some limitations on time to fight all the way through this outer yard. Get down into a secret. They're still shift walking, but there's no motion from Imperial here on the map. They're doubled up, all in on the idea that this is going to be a play towards A, and that's just not the case.
It has to be a save for them over here, right? I mean, they have money, though, actually.
Yeah, they can go
I'm
for
lying
this.
through my teeth.
Next round being the last at half, they have a decision that they can just full force into this one.
Legacy's 1 death away from losing this round. They're lucky there's no one here. They're planning at 7 on the clock.
Oh, they're saving? I mean, yeah, I want to maybe make a move
They
here.
have a full buy in
Yeah.
the next round regardless.
As you
Nukes
can
a
see,
big...
head first
Dirty
try.
Try use your incendiary, but use your incendiary. This is not a fight you want to take. He's going to keep on going. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. He will be able to find 3. That's exactly what they needed. And Luck's going to be chased down by his teammates as well. They swing out right when they are about to fire. It will not be the kill. Actually, incredibly important to get those frags. Back to the A side, they're trying to go fast, they're trying to go with less money, and it's not worked out for them again. The bomb is on the ground. Descenti is the one to put it there. Legacy will have to settle for 4 unless Nassim and Sadzin can show up and step up in ways we have yet to see in the series. Nassim comes in from behind, no feet will be spotted. Vinny's kicks are nice and clean, they're invisible. Che, however, less so. He is very visible, and he has made a weakness clearly clear. Oh, what? Nassim fires before coming up the ladder. That could have been the difference. It's 8 for Imperial, and they will take it.
Yeah, fantastic half right there.
Over and out towards ramp they go. It is Nassim to intercept with a beautiful shot. It's not to be careful, though. It's not the only prong of assault that the T's could present. Vinny's found 1. Vinny's not going to be getting more than that. Domao on the back lines expected, but not dealt with. 3 versus 4 as Imperial will get that bomb plant down. The smoke will buy them a bit more time while Lux slits inside of it. He is playing with fire, but maybe he's just built different. Descenti's found Sadzin. Lux will now execute, but trade still ready and waiting. He's on the bomb or trying to find it. One or the other doesn't work out, and Lux now left without bullets. Reload is called. Drive's been a goddamn good hand so far, but Lux now turns away, reveals the fact that he's not on the defuse. Try running off into the distance, and the distance is where he's gone. One-on-one even gets a jumping shot. This is how I know Chez's not a real P90 player. He didn't instinctively go around.
Yeah. You can't hit the brakes.
Smoke out towards ramp as well. I've heard that's called the Hesta strat. Yeah. That being said, Legacy right now are hoping to find at least a little bit of damage. Maybe you can get away with the Galil, but no. It's not the case.
Nothing. Nothing out of that.
Actually, great damage. This is getting scary. Dumao's got a Galil and two very low players to deal with. He's zoned in, locked in, but he's now zoned and locked out, I suppose. That smoke will dissuade.
It's very close on the spam. Oh, what?
My God.
He's chasing Cinti out of this round. Dumao gonna seriously put the pressure on.
And he's smiling as well because he knows how incredibly close they got to losing against a full USP round, basically. Oh. All got for Nasim as well, by the way, interestingly enough. Let's see whether it becomes a factor or not, but it's a fast crossover and outside. No smokes needed, and Lux will let them have it, I suppose. It's a rotation through vents instead, but Lato's been given a freebie. As Imperial descend, they will be met by a smoke that they are disrespecting. Wow, Lux is going to be given a lot of players to deal with, and it's the first that might have been too much. Tri-Seal steals that kill back to a 4-on-4. Che has guaranteed access to the bomb site, more so with that beautiful shot, reminding the team of where the AUG belongs.
Hey, Che couldn't get it done with the P90 last round. Or just A side at some point here, especially with this bomb in lobby. The lack of utility now for the CT side is gonna be a bit costly.
Satan is just in such a difficult position to make this all work. He still gets it done. Right through the wall. If he can't see them, he might as well shoot regardless. But Vinny and Descenti have got the trades. Dumao getting away, but now he's dropped down, trying to look for solace with his Sads in to provide. Vinny, in the meanwhile, spots out the second man in heaven. No, it isn't God, but it is going to be the one wielding the hammer off it. Nasim taken down and inside the side. Dumao will take the knee. Sadzin already on 3, but needs the full ace to make this work, and there's no reason to give him the fight. He's up to 4. He's up for it as well. Could double his skills here and now. No way. Hides, and he hides perfectly. Rats it out. They won that semifinal spot bad.
Looking locked in to do so. We got this one with the opportunity to try and redeem the AUG. And there you go. That scope helping out the long-range duel that's ahead of him. Anything extra? No, not quite. The AK is overwhelmed. Lotto still standing in a little bit of resistance. Ready to go. Satsan's up. Has to go through the flames. He does just that. But he has to back out eventually.
He's a little bit early. They're now using the Molotov to try and prevent the retreat, but the MP9 still gets away. Could maybe even recover the AUG. Sad's in perfect position. There's no way you're getting past this one. Not that slowly, at least. 4-on-2 Legacy. Putting themselves on the board. On the CT side, potentially.
This flank here for Dumao is going to be the final closing opportunity. Thought for a second that Dumao was part of the T side, the part of the squad, but no, Legacy. So
No
Zach
doubt about
knows what they need to do to close out this one.
It's a posture play that they're thinking about right now, and maybe Zach's the one to have spurred them on, but regardless, it is initial death for Descenti, and Lux is lost, but 2 players now out of Hut, all into Lato and Dumao. Imperial's fast play on the upper bomb side will receive a fair bit of resistance, and when I say a fair bit, I mean all of it. They have all the resistance, actually.
That play gets shut down. Did they do something with that table? I feel like, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think they did. But right now, it's all about what the CTs are doing, and Dumao is getting aggressive on outside. It is a tricky position, one that will not be properly cleared. Che is lazy about it. Descenti gets a chance for a nearly impossible refrag, but little do they know, Lux has substituted Dumao's position, but he's missed a shot still. Gets away, runs for the hills, and safety is found.
They managed to escape, and as you can see, Che kind of turning that corner. A little bit lackadaisical. It's something you do when you have a lead with those protocols. Feeling like you can get away with ease, but that's not the case. You still have to be locked in, try and find that 13th round. Dumao makes sure to punish. He's looking for more as well. He just goes and clears out the outer yard fully. Backs are turned on his location, but I think they just spotted him. No, they certainly haven't. Still knifes out for no way. Sinti looking to trade things out. Finally does put an end to Dumao's reign of terror. But at what cost? 35 seconds, and they just barely have started out of yard control.
Nassim's putting himself in a difficult position if he wants to try and take a peek forward, trying the meanwhile he's trying to work the angles. The smoke, in fact, means that it's an isolated duel versus Lux that they want, and they'll get it, but maybe not the man you want to be fighting. He'll be holding down the fort for another one. Shadow advantage in his favor, used very nicely, and that leaves Legacy with all of 4 players alive.
Start rounds off well. Lux does lead in with a little bit of poking and prodding towards Secret. See if that costs him any. Stepping forward, Molly instantly met. And 3 players getting ready to move quickly in towards Mini.
That grenade almost destroys him. Noe will be there to finish him off as well. But this seems the one you have to be careful of. Lato's holding down Mini. Oh my goodness, I'm lying to you through my teeth. Forget about Nassim. It's Lato all day. The full triple and Imperial have crumbled. Their lead is basically gone.
Try just forced to hang back and watch as this crumbles. Still looking to fight for his rifle. Got one on the top ropes. Gonna look to provide some punishment. This is just him fighting for his life, and Dumao's gonna overwhelm him. Imperial left without answers and running out of time fast. Folks, littering the outer yard with utility. HEs and smokes to bloom up in the face of Imperial, and they're looking for another shot to test him. I mean, it seems like
it might be a call out towards a little bit more of a ramp-sided play, or not ramp-sided, rather hell-sided play. The grenade's not going to be catching anyone, basically. It all comes down to the 2 players down lower. It's one inside vent, and it's Lato on the other side. Lato down, Dumao doubles. Still a 3 versus 3, guns recoverable, and CTs cannot find space down below through vents easily. It has to be Nassim to buy a little bit more time, but at the same time, keep an eye out for Try. He's all the way behind. In that A site, he's going to be backstabbed very soon. Not ready, not expecting a player to be pushing through ramp, but in the meanwhile, Lux's demise will accelerate the regrouping down below. Rerouting to A would be the move.
Yeah, they're waiting for Try to clear it out right now with his P250, but that definitely is the right direction. He's doing just that here. All the while, Sadzin is going aggressive in towards the lobby. Tech 9 out. Decision being made from Sadzin is going to come down to a game of timing in which he might just win. He's got the element of surprise inside of Hut. They're not going to anticipate this.
The bomb's not plotted for him, though. He has to let it go down, and now the problem is that he cannot retreat. There's nowhere to go but forward. Spots out the back, misses the shot. Tech 9 is only friend as he will attempt to move back into the waiting arms of Descenti, who's now caught in a fever dream. Do I watch for Hut? Do I try and push forward for Sadzin, or do I keep an eye out for the vent peak instead? Sadzin's demise means Descenti's only got that one more. It's a nail in the coffin, and it comes off of a half by Imperial, are our 4th semifinalists.
And you look at the direction that they go into for that final round as well.